finally back, and I am so excited because guess what? This time I got to see Ayla at church. So that lets me know that maybe before too long we're all going to be back together in our classroom so we can have fun learning so many lessons from God's Word. And remember, we've been studying from what book in the Bible? Genesis. Now, was that in the Old Testament or the New Testament? Who remembers that? Would Kara remember that? I'm sure Waverly remembers that. Yes, it's in the Old Testament. Now, who remembers how many books are in the Old Testament? Stacy, do you remember? Oh, I know Caroline remembers. 39 books in the Old Testament. And we're studying from the very first one, Genesis. Now you remember, first man was Adam, first woman was Eve. They had 3 sons, Cain, who grew grain, Abel, who was able to take care of the sheep, and who got killed by his brother, and then Seth. And remember, Seth was the special one of those 3 because he's a great, ever so great grandfather of Jesus. And then the last couple of weeks, we've been studying about a great grandson of Seth. He's the one who built the ark. Remember his name? Oh, I know that Elizabeth and Bethany remember his name, Noah. And Noah had 3 sons. Do you remember who they were? That's kind of a hard question, isn't it? So we didn't talk about them, but just one lesson. So Addie and Lily, do you happen to remember? Remember? Shem, Ham, sounds like something you eat, and Japheth. And the one of those that was special was Shem, because he's another great, ever so great grandfather of Jesus, just like Noah and Seth and Adam and Eve. But today we're going to study about a great grandson of Shem. Now you remember when the people came off the ark, how many people were there? Remember, there were 4 men and 4 women. So there were only 8 people. But they had babies, and those babies grew up and had babies until finally they were building cities. And there was one city that was named Ur. Would you like to live in Ur? What do you think, Ethan? If somebody asks you, where do you live? And you go, Ur. They probably think you didn't know where you lived, wouldn't they? But there was a great grandson of Shem there, and his name was Terah. Can everybody say Terah? Say it a little louder. Terah. Okay, Terah. Terah lived there. Now, can you guess how many sons Terah had? 3 again. 3 sons again. Now, one of those sons was named Abram. Can everybody say Abram? Oh, did I hear you? Try it again. Abram. Abram. One was Abram, and one was named Haran. We'll put him over here. And Haran had a son named Lot. It's a little short name. You'll probably like him a lot. Yeah, so Haran had a son named Lot. Now there was one more. His name was Nahor, but we're not going to worry about Nahor right now. What we need to think about is which one of those 3, Abram, Haran, or Nahor, was the special one? It's going to be Abram. Why would he be special? He's like Terah, Shem, Shem, Noah, Seth, Adam and Eve. Another great, ever so great grandfather of Jesus. But I have to report that Haran died. So that just left Lot with his grandfather Terah and his uncle Abram, and Abram got married. Let's see, and it tells me here in Genesis that her name was Sarai. Sarai. So if Abram is a great ever so great grandfather of Jesus, then Sarai could be a great ever so great grandmother of Jesus, except the Bible tells me Sarai could not have children. Okay, well, let's see what's going to happen. So the Bible says that Terah took his grandson Lot, his son Abram, and his daughter-in-law Sarai, and they moved. They went to a place called Haran. Now, I don't know if the place was already called Haran, or if maybe they called it Haran because they remembered Lot's daddy Haran. But anyway, it's the same name as Abram's brother and Lot's daddy. So they're in Haran. Let's see what's going to, I have to report this too. Oh, Terah died in Haran. Oh. But he was 205 years old. So he was an old man. But now we just have Lot with his uncle Abram and Aunt Sarai. So now let's see what's going to happen. Here they are in Haran. The Lord said to Abram, "Leave your country. Go to the land I will show you." Now, remember, did Adam and Eve obey God? No, not so much. What about Noah? Did he obey God? He really did. He built the ark just exactly the way God told him to. He took care of the animals just the way God told him to. And so now we've got to find out, is Abram going to obey or disobey? Let's see. Well, God makes him a promise. Oh, have we heard a promise before? Let's see. What did God promise Noah? Do you remember? Do you remember, Anna Sutton? Do you remember? He promised that he would never, ever flood the whole world again. Remember, he put the rainbow up. So now God is making Abram a promise. He says, "I will make you a great nation." Oh, does anybody know what a great nation is? The United States is a great nation. That means there are many people. So many people, it would be very hard to count. So right now, how many people do we have? 3, not so many. But God says, if you obey me, I will make you a great nation and I will bless you. Now, what does that mean? If God says, I will bless you, what's he going to do? Do you think he's going to give Abram good things or bad things? Sometimes we have a prayer at our mealtime that we call a blessing. What are we doing with that? We are thanking God for the good things he has blessed us with. So God says, I will make your family a great nation and I will bless you. I'll give you good things. And you will be a blessing to others. Now let's think a little bit. If Abram is a great ever so great grandfather of Jesus who might be getting blessed through Abram. We are, because through his family, we're going to get Jesus. But let's see, is Abram going to obey? Abram left Haran as the Lord told him. So Sarai and Lot went with him. Now, let's think too, how are they going to get to where they're going? God told him, go where I will show you. So how are they going to get there? Okay, let's see. Let's just call a moving van and come get all the stuff. Oh, did I hear somebody say that wouldn't work? Oh, well, yeah, they didn't have moving vans, so yeah, that would not be a good plan. But they did have something that could carry a lot of stuff. They had camels. So could everybody stand up? We're going to stand up and we're going to help Abram and Sarai and Lot figure out what they need to do. First of all, they got to have a camel. Has anybody got a camel? All right. Oh, I never could do that. Come over here, camel. Now, camels are pretty big. Yeah, they're going to be pretty big. Yeah, we're going to have to count. Yeah, they're pretty big here. So, what do you think we need to take if we're going to go someplace that God tells us to go? Well, we need a tent, don't we? We need to take the tent. So, we've got a tent here. We've got to pull up the stakes. Right, pull up stakes. And let's get the pole. Let's fold it all up. Kind of hard to see with this camel in it. Fold it all up and let's put it up on top of the camel. Camels are pretty tall. So put it up there on top of the camel. Now, stand still, camel. We don't want that to fall off. All right, what else? What else do you think we need? Kira, Waverly, what do you think we need? Maybe some blankets? All right, yes, let's get some blankets. Let's fold up some blankets over here. And maybe we should tie them up, you think, so they don't come apart. Let's get a little piece of rope. All right, let's put those up on top of the tent. All right, let's see. Oh, can we think of something else that we might need? Ethan, Wendy, what else might we need? Yes, clothes. Let's see. Where would we have? Oh, here. There. Okay, let's get some clothes over here. Let's get a bag. Let's shake out the bag. Let's get some clothes. We're not folding these very well, but that's okay. Now let's tie that up. Let's just set that right here. I'm not sure where we're going to put that on top of stuff here. All right, let's see. What else? Can we think of anything? Elizabeth, Bethany, you got any ideas? Yes. We may need to take some food if we're going to go on this trip. Because I don't think we can stop at McDonald's because, no McDonald's. So let's get a basket. Here's some. Let's get a basket. Let's put it here. All right. Maybe some bread, some cheese. Oh, some fruit. Oh, all kinds of good stuff. Let's fill that basket up. And then let's see if we can make a handle for our basket. We'll take some more rope and we'll loop it around here so we've got a basket. All right. Let's see. Can anybody else think of anything? Addie, Lily, can you think of anything else that we might need? Stacy, Caroline, help us here. What else? We might need something to drink. So let's get a jug. Get a jug and let's go down here and get some water. All right, let's put that over here. Now, can anybody else think of anything that we might need? Well, that may be good enough. Let's see what we can come up with. All right, let's get some ropes. Big ropes this time, and all right, let's throw over the camel, bring it under and tie. I think we better need to get another one. Over the camel, Bring it under and tie. All right, now then, let's remember our basket of food. Let's get that, and we can tie it on the side over here. And then let's get our bag of clothes. And let's go around over here and tie that on this side. And then let's see, we got to get our jug of water on here. Maybe, I'm not much at packing camels, but maybe we can get some more rope, loop it through the little hook, the little eye on the jug, and throw it over the camel's neck. Bring it around and tie it. Okay, so we got all that stuff up, and we gotta walk. We don't even get to ride the camel. We gotta walk and walk and walk and walk and walk and walk and walk until God says stop. So we have come to Canaan, the land of Canaan. Now let's see. We've got to whoops, camels ran away. We have got to unpack those camel, and we can say, sit down here, camel, so we don't have to. All right, so let's take all the stuff off the camel. Let's get our water off before that jug gets broken. Put it over here. Let's untie here. Untie here. Oh dear. I tied it under the camel. Camel, you're going to have to stand back up so I can get that untied under there. Camels are not too cooperative sometimes. All right, come on, camel. Stand back there. Thank you. Now then, we're going to untie these and okay. Well, we got our blankets and our tent now. Okay, camel, you can sit back down. Thank you. So now, we've got to set the tent back up. We've got to get it back out. Take it out. Get the pole in there. Put the stakes in. Okay, now we can open it up. We can put in our blankets. We can put in our food. And finally, we can sit down. So let's see. We got Abram and Sarai and Lot. Now, God said, if you go where I show you, then I will make you a great nation. Lots of people. How many have we got? 1, 2, 3. Not a great nation yet. But what was the other part? What was the other part? I will bless you. Well, you know what? When they got to Canaan, guess what happened? They got very, 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 very rich. So rich that they had servants to take care of things for them. They had lots and lots and lots of animals. That was how people were rich then. If you had lots of animals, lots of cows and sheep and goats and animals like that, then you were very, very, very rich. So God did do what he told Abram, I will bless you. But that first part, the great nation, not happening yet. So let's find out what's going to happen to Abram. Everybody say his name again. Abram. And remember his wife, Sarai. Now what was Sarai's problem? She couldn't have any, make sure, always want to make sure. Here in Genesis, Sarai was not able to have children. Okay, God just said, I will make you a great nation. That means you got to have a lot of people. Does Does anybody hear a problem that we might have here? Sarai cannot have children. Do you think God can fix that problem? Well, we're going to have to find out what's going to happen. But for right now, Lot is getting rich just the way that Abram is, because God is blessing them so much that they have more than they could possibly ever need, and they're able to buy anything they need. God has made them very, very rich. And you know what Abram did everywhere he went? Do you remember that thing that Noah built when he came off the ark? Everywhere that Abram went, he built an altar. Remember, what did we talk about the altar? It's where they would worship God and give gifts, sacrifices to God. So Abram was always remembering, where did all these good things come from? They came from God. And so that's what we all need to remember too, that all the good blessings that we have, the good food we have, our homes, our clothes, our families, all came from God. We're going to have to find out next week what happens to Abram's family.